Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming. I'm your host Richard and today we are back with week 8 of the Primal Battle League or the PBL. This is again our rematch against Hank The Pidgey and the Winnipeg Aqua Jets. Now if you guys recall last time, we had a very close match. Came down to Salamence being able to sweep at the end. So that's something I really was looking to try and avoid this time. I think I tried a little too hard though. So as you can see, my team is very different, and his is actually exactly the same. A few things changed, as you'll see in the battle, but it's the same Pokemon. This time I brought Choice Scarf, Modest Noivern. I brought Aggron for Stealth Rocks, because I figured there's a lot of switching last time. I want to get those Stealth Rocks up. It could help. Brought the Choice Scarf Gengar again. Actually, I think it was Choice Specs this time. I can't really remember. I think I changed it to Choice Specs. It might have been Choice Scarf. I don't know. Last time it was Focus Sash, so it was either Specs or Scarf. I can't really recall. We got the Flame Orb Kelder. We have our defensive Gardevoir. And we have, for the first time, his big appearance, Life Orb Weavile. I really wanted some for Salamence. Again, I probably thought too much about the Salamence, but we have Weavile for Salamence. So we are going to hop into this battle, like I said. Hank brought the exact same things. And link for Hank's page will be in the description below. Be sure to go check him out. Amazing YouTuber. He has his side already up. He's actually a few weeks ahead of us. But I should be caught up by Friday this week. We had our battle already for week 9, and it was crazy. But we're on week 8 right now, I believe. I think I'm saying the right numbers. I think so. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into this battle now. Alright, so at the beginning here, I decided to lead with Noivern, just because we got U-turn on Noivern right now, and I changed Hurricane Air Slash, because as you recall from week 1, Hurricane misses far too often for my liking. So I go for the U-turn, seeing this Azumarill. I'm really hoping he's not Belly Drum, and I'm hoping he's going for Play Rough, because I'm switching into Gengar, because I know Gengar will be able to take out this Azumarill with a Sludge Wave, as we saw in the last battle. Unfortunately, though, he is choice banded again, and he goes for a Waterfall. Of all things, he goes for the Waterfall, which is going to easily one-shot Gengar, because we are not Focus Sash this time. Lovely. So I die, and now Riena's my backup to kill Azumarill, because we do have the Energy Ball. So I'm going to bring out Riena. We are fully defensive, so we should take one hit from this Azumarill. But he is actually going to switch out of Azumarill. And he goes out into his Assault-Vested Magnezone I found out from his last battle. And it's the same Magnezone as last time, because it does pretty much take care of a lot of my team. I do have a lot of Fire types, but I also have like a lot of Water types. I have a Fairy type here that it welds pretty nicely. So I go for the Energy Ball, showing that I have that, kind of making it so Azumarill's never going to stay in on Gardevoir. I do get special defense drop, so I try and go for the Shadow Ball, hoping he's going to Volt Switch or something. Doesn't do too much, showing me that he is Assault Vest again, and he actually goes for Flash Cannon, unfortunately. And that almost kills my Gardevoir. Our naturally special defensive ball saves us, and I switch out, wanting to keep it around maybe. And I go into Aggron, not thinking about how terrible special defense Aggron has. I was hoping for another Flash Cannon, which would be neutral, so it probably still would have done about as much as his Volt Switch does. And this is how I knew I lost at this point, to be honest. So he's going to bring out the Salamence, and now I'm a little upset with my life. So Aggron's going to switch out. I could have set up Stealth Rocks here, but I didn't really want to. I just went out into Conkeldurr, knowing I'd Ice Punch for the Salamence, hoping I don't know what he was going to go for against an Aggron, but he actually goes for Dragon Dance, showing me that he is not Scarf this time. So we will have the Salamence. We're still against the Salamence, sorry. He's going to go for Dragon Claw. I knew I could live one because we are fully invested in HP, and I just go for the Ice Punch, taking out the Salamence in one hit. So our biggest threat is gone, and now our team that was set up to take this thing has to take on the rest of his team, which our big Azumarill check is gone, so it's kind of sad. He brings in Azumarill, of course, and I'm going to switch out because I don't want to get killed by an Aqua Jet or anything. He can outspeed. I threw in Weavile because Weavile was really only there for Salamence. I probably should have kept him around for like Magnezone, but wasn't thinking. Just needed something to throw to this Azumarill to kill. So he kills me with a Play Rough. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I bring in Noivern, because, again, I really have nothing for this Azumarill. Gardevoir is at such a low health, can't really do anything. So I go for Air Slash, hoping for the flinch, and luckily enough, we get the flinch. So I'm just going to keep going for it, because, again, I have nothing for this Azumarill, so I'm hoping on hacks right now, and we get the flinch again. So one more will take out the Azumarill, but seeing that, he's going to switch out and go into his Magnezone, who can take these Air Slashes very nicely indeed. And I go for the Air Slash. Does nothing to Magnezone, of course. So I am going to get out of here knowing that Noivern is going to be probably the only thing we can really do to his team. So I switch out into Gardevoir, again sacking it off because it is at such low health it really can't do anything. So he Volt Switches and takes out Gardevoir. Unfortunately, so, well, I mean, that was the whole point of bringing in Gardevoir. So at this point, it's honestly just keeping Noivern alive and sacking off our other Pokemon. So he goes into Fernape. I know this thing is going to be Focus Sash. It's what he's been running this whole time, the Stealth Rock, Fake Out, Focus Sash. I knew I could take a Fake Out, but I'm just going to go for the Air Slash. He doesn't go for it. I believe he went for Rock Slide he had this time. And we get him down to his Focus Sash, of course. And we flinch. So every time Air Slash is hit, and it's flinched all 3 times. So he switches out Noivern, not wanting to die, and brings in Magnezone again, which of course checks our Air Slash. But that's fine, I just like getting this damage off on this Magnezone, because it's about 50% right now. So I'm going to switch out my Noivern, again, saving him, because that's really the only thing we have for his team. I'll bring out Aggron to sack it off to his death, of course. He's going to Volt Switch. So that is going to kill Aggron. Down for the count, and we're down to, I believe, just Conkeldurr and Noivern, if I am reading my notes right, and I am. So he brings out the Cloyster, and at this point I knew I had to go into Conkeldurr, get off a Mach Punch, as he hopefully Shell Smashes, maybe. I could have Drain Punched if I really would have thought he would have Shell Smashed, but last time he was Choice Scarf, so I didn't want to take the chance. He does go for the Icicle Spear, kind of making me hope, at least, that he is Choice Scarfed into that, because he was last time. He was Choice Scarf Cloyster, but turns out this time he wasn't. I'm not quite sure what he did have on Cloyster. All I know is it wasn't Choice Scarf, because if it would have been, this Flamethrower could have easily taken out Cloyster, because we are also Scarfed. But unfortunately, he has the Ice Shard. We do live it, and we will take out Cloyster with this Flamethrower. Now, if the only way we could have won, because he still had a Moongus, a Azumarill at low health, Cloyster, we took out a Flamethrower and Magnezone. So if he would have been Scarfed in Icicle Spear, we could have taken out that Cloyster, and then Azumarill would have been his priority Pokemon, and we would have. I was thinking we would have taken it out with a Flamethrower. I was really hoping for it, and I don't know if we would have taken out Magnezone, but it would have done a lot. And Amoonguss probably would have still been a 2-shot, but I would have liked to thought that if he didn't have priority, we would have won with Noivern. So I mean, honestly. I attribute a lot of it to me trying to focus on Salamence too much. Changing up my team quite a bit was a big thing. And honestly, the switch into Gengar at the beginning was a really big problem for us, but what are you going to do? So Hank is still undefeated in the whole league. Honestly, and he is set for playoffs, so he's automatically in playoffs, but honestly, if I had to choose anybody from our division, it would be Hank to go into playoffs. I think there's one more person from our division that gets to go into playoffs, and at this point, I think we have 4 more battles. After the battle on Friday, there's only 3 left. But, I don't know. All we can try and do is finish out strong and come back next season looking good. So, thank you guys so much for joining me again. Go check out Hank if you haven't already. And we will see you with the next Primal Battle League battle. And it will be against Jordinez and the Southampton Sneasels. So that should be fun. And we'll see you then. Bye!